Yo, what's up? Man, just got done watching this documentary on Hulu, Rap Trap, Hip Hop on Trial. And it was like, so frustrating. And being a black artist, all the uphill battles you still have to deal with. And sometimes our association from the hood can get us in trouble when you're in the limelight. So there's a catch 22. But it opens up with Will I Am, one of my favorite rappers from the Black Eyed Peas. And he was playing a song from Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody. Mama, I just killed a man, put a gun to his head, and now he's dead. Beautiful song, one of my favorite songs by Queen of all times. But, he killed a man in the song. Though it was fantasy, a murder was committed. Let's fast forward to present time. Young Thug and Gunna got arrested because in Atlanta, they was associated with a gang, and being so-called the leader of the gang, they rap lyrics got them in trouble. And here's the funny thing about lyrics in the state of Georgia. If you have a rap song that's out and a crime is committed after the song comes out, they say, well, you encourage people to do it, the crime, as the leader of the gang. Now, if the crime was committed and then the song's been out for a while, or vice versa, then you did what they said to do in the song, or the song told people to go do it. Or thirdly, this one that really gets me, the rap lyrics themselves is a crime, the words used in the song. And God forbid have a name like Killer Mike or something like that, like the one rapper, you can get in trouble for that. So a lot of artists nowadays are not doing music in Atlanta. They go, no, man, you want to record with me? Meet my ass in Miami or in Cali where it's safe to express yourself. It's an attack on freedom of speech. It's crazy. Johnny Cash talk about killing a man in this song. Nothing happened. You don't see people that look like Johnny Cash or people that look like Queen in prison behind their lyrics of their songs. There's been over 500 cases of black people, especially in the rap gang, on trial for lyrics in their songs. How can you survive in this world with all this persecution? A lot of guest rappers and producers was on there. Like I said, Will I Am was on there. Russell Simmons was on there talking about it. They had a New York perspective, a New Orleans perspective, and Atlanta. Now in New Orleans, years ago, was this rapper back in the 90s called Mac. Dude was dope lyricist coming up in the game. And years go by, he finally making that cachet, taking care of his family and his siblings, close to his mom and dad, never committed a crime in his life. Just rap, violent lyrics. Kind of like what Ice Cube does, right? His dad is working this party. He's working the door. And his son said, I'll get back from tour and everything. I'm going to come visit you. And he was tired that night, but he still did it. As he's approaching the party, he hears pop. So naturally, he pulls his guns out and he's running towards what happened. And he didn't want to run into nobody accidentally and the gun go off. So he's running with his hand in the air, like this. See what's happening. Well, somebody called the police. He said, F this. I'm taking my ass home. I don't need the trouble. Make sure his family was safe. And the cops like, we want to question and talk to you. He was like, oh shit, I'm about to get arrested. I was running through a club with a gun in the air. Was sentenced because of the violent nature of the lyrics in his music. Got him 30 years. 23 years later, he's out. He served 21. And now he's doing new music, new album coming out. But it's crazy you know, how people of color are persecuted just from doing art. And understand something, hip hop is the leading genre in music and money made and records sold. Number one, rock, country, jazz, R&B, techno, whatever you want to say there is out there, all comes behind hip hop, the number one seller of music, the most influential style of music. I see more people who ain't black trying to look more like me rather than look like some rocker or some jazz musician. It's the culture, you know. At the same time, the culture is being attacked. It always have been attacked because when money gets involved, you get too popular, you know. Young Thug and Gunna was arrested, taken to prison when their album was number one in the country. I tell you what, man, it's really hard to keep fighting these uphill battles as a black artist. You know, it's tough. What are we to do? Censor ourselves? Oh, you have freedom of speech. Not for you Negroes, you don't have freedom of speech, you know. I don't get it. But it's a great watch. It's on Hulu. It's not even an hour long, it's like 51 minutes, but it's compelling. And it opens your eyes how we're trying to get petitions and take them to the court systems and get things changed. But Atlanta, stay out of Atlanta. If you're a rapper and you're writing violent lyrics because they can be used against you and take your ass to prison. I had an interview with Mac. You know, he found love. He got married and wasn't able to raise his son for those 21 years in person. But of course, the son came and visited him. But they said, what do you want to do when you get out? He said, take a bath. For 21 years, I took nothing but showers 4 to 5 feet away from another gentleman. I want to be alone in the bathroom and take a bath. And now his son, as a rapper himself, they're on stage performing together. His son said, I thought I'll never see this day come true or into fruition, being on stage with my dad. I'm getting to know my dad from a parent standpoint and as a master genius writer and producer behind the scenes. So there's some good stuff to it, but hey, the trial still goes on. And these are talented people, talented, influential people that's changing the world with their dynamics. And they get locked up literally for their talent. Makes it hard being black and being an artist, man. Who's next? Me? We'll find out. Peace. And you know the routine. Fade to black.